Good morning, Wet Shavers, coffee lovers, and podcast listeners everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeTune.com. It's time for another second cup. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, relax, put in those earbuds, adjust that speaker volume, and let's talk some wet shaving and a few other things in podcast form. Just to bring you up to speed, Second Cup is a podcast that will give you some additional information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag deadline. This might be something that is time sensitive. For instance, a sale that could be ending before the next Monday morning mailbag airs, or a piece of late breaking information that viewers have passed along that is equally time sensitive, or something else regarding the wet shaving world that needs to be broadcast in a timely fashion. And we'll also have some time to chit chat and discuss some other things like coffee, movies, streaming shows, books, that sort of thing. So thanks for tuning in to Second Cup. And I hope you subscribe to the podcast, where you can also find episodes of the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the September 30th, 2024 episode of Second Cup. Great to be with you this morning. September is wrapping up, and we're going into the month of October. How about that? Fall is well underway. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. This morning, hang on, let me get a sip of this. This is really very good. Hang on. That is really, really good, and I'm using my National Cartoonist Society coffee mug, but we'll get to that in a minute. We are using McDaniel's coffee. Right here, I got a 12-ounce bag that I purchased at Save-A-Lot recently, and this is a medium roast. And again, this is McDaniel's coffee. This is the Save-A-Lot brand of coffee. I happen to be going through there, need to pick up a few items. I thought, you know what, I'll get another Save-A-Lot coffee. I haven't used that in a while, and it's really very good. It's a good bargain cup of coffee, and I've got the receipt right here, and it looks like it was a 12-ounce bag for $4.49. How about that? That's not a bad price. And what this says on the label here, house blend, 100% premium Arabica coffee, makes up to 98 fluid ounce cups. It's a medium roast. So you'll get 98 ounce cups from this one 12-ounce bag. So not bad at all. Yeah, McDaniel's coffee. If you have a Save-A-Lot in your area, check it out. It's their in-house brand of coffee. Yeah, not bad at all. And we are using the National Cartoonist Society coffee mug, as I mentioned, to remind you all that there is an original George comic strip that has been included in the 2024 Childhood Cancer Research Fundraiser that David and Barb Keiss are putting together. That drawing takes place this Friday, and either today or Wednesday is the deadline to get tickets for the drawing. And again, we'll remind you once more of how that is all put together here. Take a chance to win one of these great gift packs by making a donation to the Great Cycle Challenge benefiting the Children's Cancer Research Fund. Over 25 amazing artisans and vendors generously offered prizes totaling over $2,100. There are more chances to win this year. 19 or more lucky winners will receive one of 19 or more prize packs valued between $75 and $200. How about that? For each $5 donation, we will enter your name once into the drawings. No limit on how many donations you can make. Contest open through September 30th. I think it's being extended to Wednesday, this Wednesday, I believe, because today's the 30th. I think it's being extended to Wednesday, but you might want to get up there and check it out. We'll have the link below. Winners announced Friday, October 4th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, live on the @take.care.man Instagram account. And again, as we mentioned, the George comic strip is being bundled up with one of those prize packages. So if you happen to win one of the one prize package where the George comic strip is included, once I receive the winner's name and address, I'll sign that comic strip to them and mail it directly to them. And the other items will be mailed from Dave and Barb Keis's home base where they're putting this all together. So just an update on that, and that's why I'm using the National Cartoonist Society coffee mug to remind me to mention that once more. Hang on, one more sip. Oh yeah, that's very, very good. And yeah, take a chance, and I hope you win. It's for a very, very good cause. Speaking of winners, we have all three winners reported in to claim that NOV 20 beard care kit that we gave away. We pulled winning names this past Friday, and the winners are Roderick G. McLeod, A.S. Watson 76, also known as Aaron Watson, and Meckloader. His name is Wesley Kirby. So we heard from all of them. As a matter of fact, we heard from Aaron Watson, who wrote, "Hi, Mark. I just saw the video where I was one of the winners. I definitely was not expecting this and honestly had forgotten about it due to Hurricane Helene and being caught right in its path. I am very lucky to have only lost power for a couple of days. Western North Carolina is a disaster with some towns completely destroyed. Please ask everyone to keep those affected in thoughts and prayers." We certainly will, Aaron. Thank you very much for that update. Glad that you came through rather unscathed. And yes, thoughts and prayers to everyone else out there who was affected by Hurricane Helene. Roderick McLeod in another part of the country also mentioned, because I had his email and I said, "Hey, Roderick, you won." And he emailed me back and said, "Well, how about that? Getting over a hurricane here. No major issues, but decompressing takes a little while. Lots of people not too far from me flooded. I'm a goatee guy, so I guess I can use this kit." Yeah, please, Roderick, when you receive the kit, please let us know. Do a review for us and let us know how it worked for you. That would be wonderful to hear. And again, I happened to email Roderick thinking that because I had his mailing address on file because of sending him a sketch or some sort of other correspondence along the way. And I thought, you know what, maybe I should email him because of the hurricane and because maybe he's not near his computer, maybe he's lost power, that sort of thing. So I emailed him and said, "Hey, you won." And this was the reply I got from him. So I'm glad that Roderick and Aaron are both okay and got through that terrible, terrible storm. And again, thoughts and prayers to everyone who was affected and in its path, because it was a very fierce and terrible storm. So thoughts and prayers to everyone out there, and let's hope they rebuild and recover very, very quickly. So that's what we got going on this morning. Great to be with you. I hope the weather is pleasant and agreeable where you are, and not too many roadblocks in your way. We have a really, really terrific show for you this morning. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Again, McDaniel's from Save-A-Lot. If you've got one in your area, check it out. And let's pay a few bills and we'll get the show underway. I recently received this email from viewer Steve Gregory, who wrote, "Hey, Mark, thought you might want to get in on this. There were just 50 made. As always, DJ and Razor Emporium knocked it out of the park." Now, Steve is referring to the limited edition Caramel Apple Bliss shaving soap, available at Razor Emporium. Here's the description. "Experience the essence of fall with our limited edition Caramel Apple Bliss shaving soap. A delightful blend that captures the sweet, tangy aroma of apple orchards and rich caramel. This first ever two-tone soap from Razor Emporium offers a luxurious lather that transforms your shaving routine into a seasonal celebration. Indulge in the juicy notes of fresh apples and the warm embrace of caramel, making every shave a blissful escape into fall. Don't miss out on this exclusive scent, perfect for those who cherish the cozy vibes of the season." Yeah, this is a fall autumnal release. We've been talking about those great fall scented shaving soaps. Here's another one. Now, here's the thing. He provided a link, and I went up to that link, and it was sold out. And I wrote back, and I said, appears to be sold out. Because of this, I'll mention it on Second Cup. Perhaps by the time I get ready to record, it'll be back in stock. Not sure. You never know. And Steve wrote back and said, Mark, I checked a few hours ago. They have 25 more batches ready. That doesn't mean they have it now. So I'm going to click on the link right now to see if those 25 batches are ready or not. Here we go. We're going to click over there and get over to that page. And Razor Emporium Limited Edition Caramel Apple Bliss Fall 2024 Shaving Soap. Sold out still, but we'll provide the link below if you're interested. Hopefully by the time this airs, it'll be available. But again, it looks like it's the kind of shaving soap scent that a lot of viewers and listeners out there and a lot of folks in the wet shaving community simply love. It sounds like it went quickly. So if there are 24 more batches in the wings, from what I understand, that's the way I'm interpreting it, and they get them and they get those listed on this webpage, it sounds like they're going to go very, very quickly. So I'll have the link below. So click on it periodically and check it out and see if it's available. Hopefully when you click on it, if it's still shown as sold out, well then, check back. But did want to give you an update on this in case you were interested in another fall scented shaving soap to celebrate the autumnal season, to celebrate fall. From Razor Emporium, Caramel Apple Bliss Fall 2024 Shaving Soap. We'll have the link below. My thanks to Steve Gregory, and fingers crossed, hopefully when you click on that link, it'll be available. Thanks again, Steve. Really do appreciate it. Well, are you looking for a new razor for that autumn shave? Well, West Coast Shaving has a sale on right now. Refine your shave with 15% off safety razors. Sharp style, smooth savings. Here's the promo code 76FTY. That's Frank Tom Yellow. That's 76 capital F capital T capital Y 76 FTY. This promotion is valid until 10/4/2024, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not valid on sale items and cannot be combined with any other offers. That sale is good until this Friday, folks. So if you're looking for a new razor, West Coast Shaving has you covered. And I'm looking at their safety razor page, and they have a nice selection. They got a Mercur 34C. They've got a Henson aluminum AL13. They have the Parker Solo Edge single edge safety razor we've mentioned on the channel. They have the Parker variant adjustable razor. They got the Rockwell 6C razor in gunmetal finish. Wow, they also have some West Coast Shaving brand safety razors up there as well. Some really, really nice price points, and you'll get 15% off the sale of that. Oh, look at this. Here's a Mercur 37C slant heavy-duty safety razor, 10% off the price of $64.99. So some nice price points, 15% off, and a nice selection. So all you have to do is use the promo code 76FTY, and this sale is valid until this Friday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. From West Coast Shaving, we'll have the link below, as well as a reminder to the promo code 76FTY. Now, I just received this email alert from Etsy. Now, let me give you a little bit of background before I go into the email alert. At the Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup, James German was pulling names for the various door prizes that were there, and there was one which was beautiful. It was a vintage shave scuttle. And my name got pulled. And I said, listen, let's pull another name. And whoever wins, please do a review for the Monday morning mailbag. And everyone thought that was a great workaround. And I was really happy about that. And Tim Harder's name got pulled next. And he won the scuttle. And as he was after he received the scuttle and he was walking back with it, I said to him, now, you'll do a review? And he said, oh, I would love to do a review. Wonderful. That's great. Well, later on that evening, or was it the next day perhaps, I got an email from him saying, I can't do the review. The scuttle, the vintage scuttle, accidentally fell out of his car and shattered on the ground, and it's no more. So that was really, really unfortunate. But because of that, I started doing a search on Etsy for vintage scuttles to see what was available and learning a little bit about them. And these are really, really neat. And I happened to get an email alert for these vintage scuttles. They've have a list of them that are available for me. I'm going to provide you with that link. It says here in the email, curated for you, shaving brushes and cups, your personalized roundup of creative finds, specifically selected to make you smile, browse, and enjoy. Apparently, what happened here was they looked at what I was searching, and I guess an algorithm or a program or something that they have on Etsy went ahead and compiled some other items that were available in that same category and emailed me alerts saying, hey, you were looking for vintage shaving scuttles. Here are some that are available for sale, and they are absolutely beautiful. And again, I will provide you with a link so you can check out some of these. Now, these are vintage shave scuttles. These are the scuttles that are made of ceramic. They go back to the 1950s, 1940s. You fill them with warm water, and they have a spout where you can insert your shaving brush and soak those bristles. And then on top of the scuttle, there is a dish with some vents or some holes to allow you to build your lather. I would assume either with a shaving soap or a puck of soap or shaving cream. I have not used one of these, but I was very intrigued since seeing that vintage scuttle at the Ohio Wet Shavers meetup. And again, this link has some wonderful, wonderful vintage shaving scuttles. And as a matter of fact, they have one right here. Vintage 1950s Wade Gents traditional shaving mug or scuttle featuring a steam omnibus advertising Nestle's food by Thornycroft, 1902. So this is a 1950s vintage shave scuttle with an illustration of a 1902 steam omnibus, which is advertising the Nestle Food Company. And it's absolutely beautiful, and it is ceramic. And here, let me read the description here and give you an idea of what this item is about this item. This is a great-looking traditional shaving mug or scuttle featuring the image of a steam omnibus from 1902 advertising Nestle's Foods. Below the image, it reads, Steam Omnibus by Thornycroft, 1902. Marked Wade, England to the base in green, and it looks like it's 1945 to 1950. That's about the period I assume that this particular mug was made. And they go on to say here, perfect for a great wet shave. The spout on the scuttle is filled with warm water and used to dip your brush into when working your shaving soap. The bowl is designed to keep your lather warm throughout the shave. A great gift for the hipster or beatnik in your life, or to add some vintage retro cool to your shaving routine. Now, here's the condition, and many of them on this page that I'm going to send you are in similar shape condition-wise, but, double check the description of the condition here because I wanted to note something here. Condition, good vintage condition, no chips, cracks, or damage. Some crazing to the glaze. Now, what exactly is crazing? Now, I looked that up, and I learned about crazing. Here's what it says. Crazing refers to a network of fine cracks that appear on the surface of pottery or ceramic dishes after firing. These cracks are in the glaze, not the actual piece of pottery, and add to the natural patina of handmade tiles. Crazing occurs due to the glaze contracting as it cools on the surface of the tile. So there you go. It seems like it's a natural phenomenon during the manufacture process from what I gather here, and not due to age. I don't think it's age related. It could be age related. I'm not exactly sure. If anyone out there knows more about crazing, on these vintage ceramic scuttles and other vintage ceramic items, please comment below and let us know. Love to have a discussion about crazing as it refers to and relates to these ceramic scuttles, so we could do a little more research together and know exactly what to look for. But this one is absolutely beautiful. It really is a very, very nice looking scuttle. And as I say, they have a nice variety of these shaving scuttles that are available, and they come in at really nice price points. This one is $33. There's another one here for $20. There's another one here for $25. Now, that being said, once you do a deep dive into the actual product page, the page where they're offering this item, check the shipping cost, because the shipping cost could be equivalent to the asking price of the item. Obviously, because it's a vintage ceramic item, they want to make sure that they do the proper packaging so that it arrives on your doorstep intact. And I can understand that. So you may be paying maybe $50 or $60 for this item with the included shipping. So just make note of the shipping costs on these. But if you're looking for a wonderful, beautiful vintage ceramic scuttle, check out this Etsy page, because they have a nice variety that was curated because I happened to do a search for vintage scuttles after Tim Harder had contacted me regarding the terrible mishap with the shaving scuttle that he won at the Ohio Wet Shavers meetup. But again, they're available, they're out there, and you could also do a little bit of research from Etsy page and make note of the conditions of these different scuttles, etc., and kind of put that in your back pocket. If you're ever at a yard sale, garage sale, or at a estate sale, you'll know exactly what is in front of you when you're looking at it and examining it. So really, really great to see. And we've also mentioned the Old Spice shaving mugs on the Monday morning mailbag this morning. And on this page, curated here, are some other Old Spice shaving mugs, if that's what you're interested in. They are listed on this page as well. So we will link that page below if you're interested in a vintage shaving scuttle or an Old Spice shaving mug or whatever else is listed on this particular page. So really, really neat vintage shaving scuttles from back in the day, the 1940s, the 1950s. Some of these are in really, really beautiful, beautiful shape. Just be aware of the description, whether it has some chips or cracks or something like that. And crazing, from what I can see, crazing, I'm not too worried about seeing any crazing on these items, as I think it comes from the manufacturer process. I could be wrong. It also could be age related. I'm not entirely sure. If anyone out there knows a little more about crazing, again, please comment below and let us know. We'll have a link to this page, and enjoy browsing these vintage shaving scuttles. Well, tomorrow is October 1st, and that means the start of Oktoberfest. How about that? Already Oktoberfest. And to celebrate, Duke Cannon is giving away a free mountain-sized beer soap based on Busch beer. Just got this email alert this morning, and it says here, this Oktoberfest, have a beer on us. When all the giant pretzels are consumed and the lederhosen are safely hung in the closet, continue your Oktoberfest in the shower with a free brick of Busch beer soap. Get a free 10-ounce brick of Golden Lager soap with any order over $50. And we will have a link to that page where you can check out all their bundles, all their soap offerings, that sort of thing. And if you're a beer lover, if you're a lover of Oktoberfest, well, here's a perfect soap to go along with the Oktoberfest season. It also kind of makes me wonder if any artisans out there have any beer-scented shave soaps. I don't think I've come across any of those. Well, now, see, I wouldn't notice because I'm really not a beer drinker. I mean, back in my college days, I was known as, one beer Mark. One beer and I was under the table. I mean, I cannot drink this stuff, so I just stay away from it because as I say, one beer and I'm under the table. But not being a beer drinker, I wouldn't notice if there were any artisan shave soaps out there that are based on beer scents. And I was wondering if anyone out there knows of any that are available from artisan soap makers. So if you know of any beer scented shave soaps that are out there, please comment below and let us know, or drop me an email at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we'll talk about them this coming October on the Monday Morning Mailbag and also on Second Cup. So again, get a free mountain-sized beer soap from Duke Cannon with any purchase of $50 or more. We will have that link below. Happy Oktoberfest. Now, before I get out of here, I'm going to recommend a movie. I went back and I watched the original 1960 version of Ocean's 11, starring Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Joey Bishop. This is the first time that all 5 Rat Pack members appeared together in a film. Now, it is from 1960, and some may think that it's a bit dated, but other people who are a little more nostalgic will look at this movie as oozing cool from every frame, that early 1960s cool vibe that was so present with the Rat Pack and other entertainers from the day. It is, again, I would say in its approach on how they pull off this heist, it is a little bit dated as far as security procedures at the casinos and that sort of thing. You sit back and you look at it and you go, wow, that wasn't really very secure at all. But it is a lot of fun. It is rather dated from 1960, being 1960 vintage film, but it is neat seeing these performances and all these performers together on screen. And we had this discussion as to what razor Cesar Romero is using towards the end of the movie, which is how this whole discussion came about, which is why I went back and watched the movie. I was trying to determine myself as to what safety razor Cesar Romero is using in the last 5-10 minutes of the movie. And Abene Samant, if you watch this morning's Monday Morning Mailbag, he input that into AI, and it returned a result of Gillette Fat Boy, that Cesar Romero was using a Gillette Fat Boy. Now, I commented that it would be nice to see a 4K restoration of the movie. That way you would see more detail, and that razor would be a little more clearly defined, where we could actually ID it a little more accurately. But I think a Gillette Fat Boy is a pretty good guess as to what razor he's using. And again, the movie's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. Just kind of suspend your disbelief a little bit. Just accept the fact that it's 1960. Put yourself in the frame of mind of the late 50s, early 60s, and sit back and enjoy this movie. It really is a lot of fun. And again, it's great seeing all these performers together on screen. And there is a little bit of a twist at the end. And, you know, I have to be honest with you. I have one criticism of this movie, and that is they never really, unless I missed it. Now, if you watch it, tell me if I missed this point. They never really answer the question as to why all of these gentlemen who have come together are robbing these 5 casinos. Why are they doing it? What's their motivation? Why are they doing it? Are they doing it just to do it? But why are they doing it? And that's what I was wondering about. So it's a lot of fun from 1960s, Ocean's 11, starring Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Joey Bishop, the Rat Pack, together on screen with some nice celebrity cameos peppered throughout. I think you'll enjoy the movie a lot. I think it's rated PG. Nothing really offensive about the movie, but it's just a really nice walk down memory lane. And if you're craving a little bit of nostalgia and a Rat Pack vibe, check it out. From 1960, Ocean's 11. And that wraps up another Second Cup. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I sure hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please share, please subscribe. and pass it along to a fellow wet shaver or friend. My thanks to everyone who commented and contributed to today's show, and I mean this sincerely. Without you, this microphone would be silent. If Second Cup or the Monday Morning Mailbag aren't showing up in your regular podcast feed, please drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we'll try to get it all sorted out. So again, thank you all very much. I look forward to getting together with you again on these podcast airwaves. Until then, enjoy the day, enjoy your shave, and enjoy that second cup.